Dear viewers, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know about new episodes. Now, let's begin. Anna and Sam first met one spring afternoon at a cafe. At that time, Anna was in her final year at university and was sitting in a nearby cafe, waiting for her advisor to finish up. Sam had just entered, looking for a place to have lunch, and ended up at the first cafe he found. He had recently switched jobs for a better-paying position and wasn't familiar with the neighborhood near his new office. Sam was about 10 years older than Anna and looked quite distinguished, so Anna was flattered when he asked if he could join her. They struck up a conversation, and their relationship developed quickly. Within 6 months, they moved in together, and 3 months later, they got married. Anna no longer lived in a rundown dorm, but in a cozy apartment that belonged to Sam. He told her that if she wasn't sure about finding a job right away, she could take her time. He would handle everything. Anna happily accepted and decided to relax for a while. That brief break stretched into several years, but Sam didn't mind. One evening during dinner, Anna casually mentioned that she would be going to celebrate her best friend's birthday next week. Lisa, a friend from her freshman year, was planning to gather their friends at her favorite cafe. Sam had no objection. He was used to them spending time with their friends separately, so he planned to meet up with his own friends that evening. On Friday night, Anna wore her favorite party dress and went out. Her friends were already waiting at the table, greeting her warmly. Together, they celebrated Lisa's birthday. By mid-evening, after a few drinks, the friends noticed 2 guys entering the cafe, Tom and Alex, 2 brothers who had attended college with them. Anna and Lisa exchanged meaningful glances. Back in their university days, both had been infatuated with these guys and always tried to catch the attention of the handsomest men at their school. Lisa had been in love with Alex, and Anna had longed for Tom, but nothing ever came of it. Just some fleeting flirtations. A few minutes later, the brothers spotted their old classmates and came over to chat. They suggested having a drink together, and soon it felt like old friends catching up. 2 hours passed, and it was already 11 p.m. The other friends began leaving one by one, since they all had husbands or boyfriends to go home to. Lisa had been flirting with Alex all evening, clearly enjoying herself, while Anna talked to Tom, though she tried to stay more reserved. She didn't want anyone to start rumors about her. Still, she couldn't deny that she enjoyed Tom's company. Everything felt surreal since she had once been hopelessly in love with him in college and never imagined they would be so relaxed and friendly with each other. At one point, Anna noticed Lisa giving her a sly look. At that moment, Tom whispered something into Anna's ear. Anna looked at Lisa, who came over to her and said, "Everyone's leaving, and I don't want the party to end. I suggest the 4 of us go to my place. We can pick up some more drinks on the way." The 2 brothers eagerly agreed, but Anna felt uneasy. She realized that the situation was complicated. She had a husband, and spending the night at a friend's place with these guys would look bad. She tried to decline, but after a few minutes of persuasion and with alcohol clouding her judgment, she gave in. They took a taxi to Lisa's home. On the way, Tom confidently placed his hand on Anna's knee, and she didn't pull away. She decided to let go of the situation. At Lisa's house, the guys mixed drinks, turned on music, and their small group continued partying. About an hour later, Lisa, quite drunk, sat next to Anna and said conspiratorially, "Anna, we have a great idea. Listen, Alex suggested a threesome with his brother." Lisa thought that since Anna had always liked Tom, she might be interested. Anna stared at her friend as if she were a stranger. How could Lisa even suggest something like that? But at the same time, Anna couldn't help noticing how Tom had been eyeing her all evening with a hungry gaze, which was flattering. The drunken part of her mind began imagining scenes with Tom. Lisa continued encouraging her, and Anna briefly wondered if she would ever have another chance like this. Her husband was very traditional, sticking to the same routines, and how would he ever find out what happened tonight? It would be just this once. For courage, Anna quickly downed her drink and said, "Let's give it a try." Everyone smiled, and the night continued. When it was over, Anna quickly showered, got dressed, and went home. She was lucky to arrive before Sam, so she could pretend to have been asleep for a while. Sam came home about half an hour later, saw his wife sleeping, washed up, and went to bed. He noticed nothing unusual. A month later, Sam mentioned that his friends were planning a weekend getaway at a cottage in the countryside and invited both Anna and Lisa. Anna had only met his friends a couple of times. They were older than her, and she felt out of place. She agreed to go, but asked if she could bring Lisa along so she wouldn't feel so alone. At the cottage, everyone drank and relaxed. Suddenly, someone suggested they play Never Have I Ever. Each person took turns saying something they'd never done, and anyone who had done it had to drink. They were having a great time laughing until one of Sam's friends said he had never been intimate with more than one partner at a time. Everyone went quiet, except for Lisa, who drank. The group immediately started teasing her, bombarding her with questions. Sam, who wasn't drinking since he planned to drive the next morning, noticed his wife blushing and avoiding eye contact. Lisa, seemingly enjoying the attention, started sharing details of that night. It was my birthday, and I had always had a crush on this guy from college. He was there with his brother, and I thought, why not try something new? Something clicked in Sam's mind. Could this have been the same birthday party Anna had gone to and never told him about? Why else would she be so embarrassed? After everyone had gotten quite drunk, Lisa began flirting with a single guest. Sam approached her and noticed she was tipsy enough that she was barely holding her words together. He asked her about that birthday and what had happened afterward. It didn't take long for Lisa to spill the truth. Sam left the cottage alone. He didn't want to see Anna anymore. He drove home, determined to leave her for good. He didn't hesitate. Soon, the couple divorced. Anna tried to apologize and make amends, but it was too late. Sam kicked her out with all her belongings. She asked if she could stay with Lisa, and Lisa, though reluctant, couldn't say no. Anna thought the divorce was the worst thing that had happened to her recently, but then something worse came up. It turned out that Tom and Alex hadn't kept their little experiment a secret. They proudly bragged about it to everyone. Soon, strangers began contacting Anna and Lisa with inappropriate proposals. There were so many calls and messages that they had to change their phone numbers. Since her husband no longer supported her, Anna had to find a job. With her degree but no experience, she wasn't an attractive candidate, so she took a cashier job at a nearby store. After several exhausting shifts, she came home, collapsed on her bed, and cried. Anna realized how foolish she had been. Out of curiosity and the desire for something new, she had lost a loving, caring husband. She regretted her actions for a long time, but it was too late to turn back the clock.